everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, we are still over at Volkov, and we're actually a little bit already into our happy hour. So, between episodes, I decided that I did want to start leveling up lure making, and especially when I logged in, and it was about 8 p.m., I didn't want to fish through the night. So, I took us from about level 17% up to 36.1, and that got us to about 3:30 in the morning. So came out and started fishing. Then you just saw that first fish of the day was that small chub. So again, because we have a free set of happy hour, I do want to work on that. So I made all these Novogorod spoons, and then all these foam rubber fish, and I still have some more foam rubber fish to make. So I will post a link to the tutorial that I'm using for leveling up lure making in the description below as well too. I don't know if we're going to go all the way to 100. I think to get what we need for the balsa spoon, we need level 75 if I remember correctly. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, is the balsa minnow 75, which needs excellent minnow. And excellent minnow needs 85%. So definitely going to grind up towards 85. I don't know if we have enough silver to get quite that high, so we'll play it a little bit by ear, see where we can get to. Hopefully we can get up to be able to make those, but we'll see what we can do. Those are kind of the generic use these lures that I'm seeing all over the place right now. So that's kind of my goal. Be grinding up. I may take this weekend and kind of focus on that off camera. It's not fun. It's just me. I mean, I'll show you what I'm doing since I've got some more foam rubber fish to make. It's literally me just clicking make, waiting through that awful noise, and hitting OK. Make, waiting through that awful noise, and hitting OK. Not fun to watch. Not fun to do. So that's kind of my thought here. Looking at the overall power leveling guide, it says you need about 4,200 silver, but 1,000 of that you don't actually need anymore because you don't need to put hooks on it. So that'll lower it down a little bit, and we're not having to go all the way up to 100%. So I don't know. I don't know if we've got enough because we had about 2,500. I think I spent about 600 to get to where we're at right now. I still have a lot of leftover supplies, so I bought 250 tin bars and 250 sandpaper and 150 chunks of foam rubber. What I will probably do is keep all of the 9 of 10, 10 of 10. We'll see how many that ends up being. I'll probably keep those and get rid of the rest of them just because I don't want that filling up my inventory. Clogging, there's the word I'm looking for. Clogging up my inventory. But that's kind of my plan for this account over the next few days. Nice 2.7 kilo Ladoga salmon there that I pulled in while I was talking. And that bunch of small fish. Actually logged in about 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. and then went and took the dog out because didn't really want to go fishing. And we've got some of the weird weather going on where it's rainy and potentially going to snow tonight. Snow or sleet or ice. They're not sure, so got the dog out real quick. We had a bunch of rain today as well too. Backyard's a nice soggy mess. And I live where I've got a basement, and I also live basically not too far from a little creek, and the water table here is so high that in your basement you have to have a sump pump to pump water out, or you end up with water in your basement. And I We haven't had a rain for the past probably 3 hours, and I still hear it randomly running as all the water soaks into the ground. So, good and bad problem to have there. I went down in the basement one day, and next thing I know, I'm ankle deep in water because my sump pump had stopped working. Which, of course, meant I had to rip all the carpet out of down there, which I kind of needed to do anyway. So, right now, I still have just the bare concrete floor. But I also don't go down in my basement too much anyway, so about the only time I go down there is to go to wash the clothes. My washer and dryer are down there. Small marker Ladoga there. I did not look at the cafe, I just realized. I meant to do that before getting started. But I also got started a little bit later than I wanted to. Plus, when you're making the lures, you can't really tell what time it is, and I wanted to get up to 36% because that's kind of the recommended spot to switch over to the next lure to kind of maximize your gains for the price. I will go ahead and use up the extra foam rubber I have. May actually buy some paints so that I can make some different colored fish. We'll see. Nice marker perch there. Small marker perch. So I will probably fish until 8 or 9 o'clock at night here and then have to call it for the day. It's a little bit late. It is 8 o'clock real life, so get this done, uploaded, and processed before midnight my time. Will be a bit of a stretch, but it is what it is there. No changes to the rigs that are out there. Same thing we've been using the past couple days. Obviously, grinding up for lure making will slow down getting a second HSV, but I think it makes sense to do that since we do have a free set of happy hour time. And for those who don't know, it is the 18th of January during the New Year's Fair, Christmas holidays. Things were not the best stability wise, so got to make up for that starting this week, starting yesterday. They're giving a week of happy hour to everyone, and what happy hour means, it's part of the benefits of premium, and I highly recommend premium if you want to get back to the developers. You don't have to. I bought 3 days of premium just to get the bonus gifts from the New Year's Fair on this account. I've got premium on my Steam account. I honestly haven't even logged into my Steam account in a week because I've been too busy. But what happy hour gives you is it gives you a bonus XP to catching fish, and it also gives you a bonus to skilling up any of these skills. So as you catch fish, you got a better chance to upgrade spin fishing. As you make lures, you have a better chance of getting skill progress in lure making. As you cook, you have a better chance of getting skill points in cooking, that type of thing. And it's for the first hour a day you log in. Or from the moment you do something that would use a skill. So the first time you cast out, and as soon as your lure or your bait hits the water, it starts ticking. The first time you cook, it starts ticking. The first lure I made, it started ticking. Where I always forget about it on my float account is the first dig for worms, it starts ticking. Get a decent fish here, I think. I don't have my friction break as high as I thought I did. Still a pretty decent Ladoga, it looks like. 2-3 kilo. Or 4.5. I'll take 4.5. Time to actually do some math and see what I ended up spending. So 250 or 5 times 33 is, we'll just say 150, 170. 5 times 19 is another 100. So there's 270 that I spent on 10 bars and sandpaper. And then 200. So I spent about 400 silver, it looks like, on stuff to make lures so far. No, sir. Sorry, the dog was thinking about eating something I didn't want him to. And I thought I muted, but I hadn't. Tiny pike. Very tiny perch. Almost not even worth keeping that fish. If I was going until I had 100 fish, I would have thrown that fish back, but I'm not. How much foam rubber do I have left? 16. So I'll make 6 more yellow. And then the reason why yellow I want to make right now is that doesn't require anything else to make black or blue, or I think green was the other color. It requires buying some paints. So I'll probably buy 10 paints. We'll make 6 more foam rubber fish. There's 3 of them. I didn't hear this or anything. I just stopped to check. Small, tiny, worthless pike. And now we should have 10 foam rubber left. Small perch. Two and a half kilo Ladoga. Not bad. Dog just went in the other room and I was watching him on the security camera play with his toy for a second. Especially as he gets more and more comfortable with me, with being here almost 9 months now. Or almost 10 months, actually. I got him at the end of March. He's starting to get used to not having to be next to me all the time, which is a good and a bad thing. I enjoy him laying next to me, but I want him to also get used to me leaving him at home. I had to go to the grocery store yesterday, and from what I can tell, from what little I watched of the security camera while driving at stop signs, he was barking basically the entire time I was gone. It is what it is. He'll get used to it. It's one of those I just need to force myself to make it normal for him, for me to be gone. Couple of nice back-to-back fish on the spiker here. Small-eyed. Tiny chub. Small marker Ladoga. I'll take it. Itty bitty chub. 87 gram chub. A baby. Keep in mind 4.4 kilos is a trophy chub, so 87 is tiny. Come on, fish. That's a good sign. Just barely a marker, Ladoga. Sorry to spin around there. I couldn't figure out which rod was getting pulled on. Definitely a salmon by the looks of that jump. That was a mistake. When I had it above water, I should have kept it. Luckily, I was able to pull it back up pretty easily. 3.1 kilo Ladoga. Some spin fishing. XP up to 61 or 66.1. Got a good fish here. I'm gonna guess in the vicinity of 8 to 10 kilos. And looks like a pretty decent one over on 2 as well. Rip this fish in real quick. Looked a bit like a pike, that's why I switched. If this is a big pike, I don't want to lose my lure. Was a pike. I think that was a good decision. $7.7 kilo pike. I did not think that was a pike. But I'll take it. It's a good pike. Small Xander. $31 fish in 27 minutes. Not too bad. From a bite rate perspective. Oh, it just popped my chest there. That felt good, but at the same time, ow. I don't know if the microphone picked it up or not. Another one in the vicinity of 8 to 10 kilos. Hope it's not a pike. Mainly because an 8 to 10 kilo Ladoga salmon would be worth more than an 8 to 10 kilo pike is. An 8 to 10 kilo Xander would be nice. That'd be a trophy. I don't think it's a Xander though. Bonefish. That's a fat fish. 7.3 kilo Atlantic salmon. Nice. 39,000 XP. And 66.3% spin fishing. $1.3 kilo Ladoga. Almost a 1.4. And decent fish over here. $2 kilo Ladoga. Just taking a look at everything, making sure I don't need to repair anything. That one's getting a little bit close, but not quite there yet. It's 10% worn, and usually 20%-ish is where I like, between 20 and 30 is where I like to repair these. The HSV I'll let go a little bit further. That was a good sound. And to see the rod headbang like that. Mere fish. I could probably pull the fish that's over on 2 in quickly, but it's small enough that I don't want to lose this fish for it. And it's small enough that it's not really doing a lot of wear and tear. That's a nice salmon. It's small enough that it's not doing a lot of wear and tear to the rod, so I'm just going to leave that fish on. Pull this salmon in, make my silver from it, and then we'll rip that fish in real quick afterwards. Eh. 8 kilo Atlantic salmon, 66.4. Yeah, an 89-gram pike. Not, it wasn't a pike. What was that? That was a perch. An 89-gram perch is not worth giving up an 8 kilo Atlantic. So we're 37 minutes in. We've got 37 fish in the boat. I was waiting for this one, obviously. Not bad. We've got some good quality fish too. Speaking of good quality fish, and this is going to be the last fish of the day. It'll be getting dark soon enough. And this fish is not going to be an easy one to pull in. Come on, fishy fish. It's probably an Atlantic would be my guess with the way it's darting around. And it's possible this is Xander as well, but I think it's a salmon, although it hasn't jumped. The only thing that has me not sure what it is. Oops. Fish did not go where I thought it went. Come on, fishity fish. Fish, fish, fish. Get in my boat. I want your money. $8 Ladoga. Nice fish. 36,000 XP. That will be a good one to wrap it up on. So 39 fish in 43 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Probably could have gone a little bit longer, but I actually thought that last fish was going to take longer than it did to pull in. But it's coming up on 9 o'clock in real life, and I want to get this uploaded and processed, hopefully before midnight. It was honestly about, well, I was about halfway between the real town and the castle, so I just went back to the real town. Roach, crayfish, zebra, vemba. Did not get a 1 kilo eyed. Only got one 350 gram perch, so nothing for the cafe, which is okay. Gonna be a good day anyway, I think. I'm gonna guess 200 silver. I was wrong. 280 silver. Good way to be wrong. So that 8 kilo Atlantic was 46 silver, almost 47. The 8 kilo Ladoga we got at the end there was 45 silver. 7 kilo pike was 43. Another 42 for the other Atlantic salmon. So good overall day for 287 silver. So made back most of what I spent buying stuff for lures. So next I need to buy another mold. I need to buy a small lower Volga spoon mold and grind up from 36 to 50, but that'll be the next time. I don't know if I'm going to do that between episodes or not. That may wait until this weekend. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed. 287 silver is a good day. So hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have good tight lines, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye now.